Hey, everyone. So, you stumbled upon a website claiming to offer a free download of GTA 5, and without thinking twice, you went ahead and downloaded the file. Unfortunately, you ended up getting hacked. Did you know that there are approximately 1 million new malware threats released every day? Today, I want to share my experience of exploring the world of viruses. Before we dive into it, I want to emphasize that this video is for educational purposes only. Please understand that I do not condone or promote any illegal activities related to hacking or spreading malware. So, let's proceed responsibly. The question was, how do I start exploring this topic? I decided to do some research and came across a fascinating website that discussed different types of viruses. One of the types that caught my attention was ransomware. To create it, I discovered a Python package called Cryptography.
But what is cryptography?
Great question. So, imagine you have a secret message that you want to send to your friend, but you don't want anyone else to understand it. Cryptography is like having a magic box that can transform your message into a secret code that only you and your friend can understand. Now, this magic box uses special tricks called algorithms. These algorithms take your message and jumble it up, making it look like a puzzle that's really hard to solve. It's like turning your message into a secret language that only you and your friend know how to speak. So, when you send your secret code to your friend, it looks like a bunch of random letters and numbers to anyone who sees it. They won't have a clue what it means. But when your friend receives the code, they can use their own magic box to unjumble the puzzle and read the secret message inside. Isn't that cool? Cryptography helps keep your messages safe and secret, just like a special secret language that only you and your friend can understand. So, next time you want to send a secret message, remember the magic of cryptography. To begin, I delved into the documentation of cryptography and fired up PyCharm to start coding. First, I experimented with encrypting text, which worked perfectly. Then, I proceeded to encrypt files. Drawing upon my past experience with coding, I utilized some essential lines of code from a file organizer I had created before. However, I encountered an error. After thorough trial and error and consulting the documentation, I realized that cryptography requires data in binary form. Therefore, I had to read the data in binary and then encrypt it. Additionally, I created temporary files to store the encrypted data. Finally, I executed the project, and voila! The files got successfully encrypted. However, the next challenge was decrypting the data. I returned to the documentation and discovered a decrypt function, which required a key. Luckily, I had already generated the key, making the process seem like a piece of cake.
2 hours later,
I successfully decrypted the files. To complete the process, I added some print statements to notify you that you had been hacked, and demanded 10 bitcoins as ransom. But fret not, I also implemented a secret phrase that could unlock your files. Up until this point, the entire process had been confined to the terminal, which was rather dull. So, I decided to spice things up by incorporating a user interface. I used Hinter, a Python library, to create pop-ups and an input field where you could enter the secret phrase. It was time to run the program and unleash the hack. However, I encountered an error during the initial run. After troubleshooting, I ran the project again, and this time it worked flawlessly. The only downside was that it remained as a.py file, so I sought a solution. I came across a tool called AutoPy to exe master, which allowed me to convert the .py file into an executable format. Now, let's address the issue of keeping our key file and virus file hidden. You see, if someone can easily access the key file, they can potentially unlock the encrypted files. That's definitely not what we want. So, I went on a quest to find a solution to hide these files from prying eyes. After some thorough research, I stumbled upon an insightful article that shared a clever method to hide files. So, I did what a sensible man would do. We can hide our files in plain sight. By employing this technique, our key file and virus file become virtually invisible to the casual observer. It's like hiding a treasure right under their nose. So, now we can rest assured that our files remain securely concealed. So, as I ran the program, the simulated hack began, but remember, guys, that hacking is illegal and can cause serious harm to individuals and organizations. It is crucial to always use your technical skills for positive and lawful purposes. As the program ran, it created a scenario where files appeared to be encrypted, and a message was displayed, asking for a ransom of 10 bitcoins. However, please remember that this was all a simulation, and no actual harm was caused. The secret phrase I implemented allowed for the unlocking of the files. That's it, now we can hack crypt the files of anyone PC. Remember, being good guy, I will not send files to anyone. Hey, you had sent me this game file, now my PC is not working.